Did you know that wearing the wrong fragrance for your age can actually make you smell desperate? I'm serious. Picture this. A 50-year-old man walking into a business meeting smelling like he just raided his teenage son's cologne collection. Or worse, a college freshman showing up to class reeking of something so mature and heavy that his classmates think he's going through a midlife crisis at 19. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jesse, and I'm glad you clicked on this video. Here's the thing nobody talks about. Your nose has a birthday too. And today, I'm going to show you exactly which fragrances belong at every stage of your life. Plus, share some wild discoveries I made along the way. Look, fragrance isn't just about smelling good, it's about smelling right. When you match your scent to your life stage, something magical happens. You don't just wear the fragrance, it becomes part of your identity. Your confidence skyrockets because you're not trying to be someone you're not. But here's where most guys mess up completely. They either cling to that one fragrance they discovered in high school, or they jump straight into fragrances that are way too advanced for where they are in life. Both approaches kill your natural charisma faster than showing up to a date in your pajamas. I learned this lesson the hard way. Back in college, my roommate Jake convinced me to wear his dad's vintage cologne to a party. This stuff was serious, dark, heavy, with enough smokiness to clear a small room. I thought I smelled sophisticated. Reality check. Everyone avoided me like I was carrying the plague. One girl literally asked if I was okay because I smelled like someone's grandfather. That's when it hit me. Fragrance has an age. Just like you wouldn't wear your dad's oversized business suit to a college party, you can't wear a fragrance that doesn't match your life stage. The wrong scent creates this weird disconnect that people can sense but can't quite explain. The biggest mistake? Thinking more expensive or more mature automatically means better. Wrong, dead wrong. Let me tell you about the fresh-faced years, 16 to 22. My nephew Marcus just turned 18 and thought he was ready for the big leagues. He saved up 3 months of part-time job money to buy something serious. What did he choose? The heaviest, most intense fragrance in the store. Poor kid smelled like he was auditioning for a mafia movie. That's when I introduced him to Prada Luna Rosa Ocean. This fragrance is like the perfect introduction to sophistication without trying too hard. The top notes hit you with this clean, almost aquatic freshness. Think ocean breeze mixed with just enough complexity to keep people interested. The iris and sage in the heart give it this modern edge that screams confidence without shouting it. Performance-wise, Luna Rosa Ocean gives you solid 6-hour longevity with moderate projection. Perfect for school, casual dates, or hanging with friends. It's mature enough that you don't smell like you're still shopping in the teenage section, but fresh enough that you're not pretending to be someone you're not. But here's the secret weapon for this age group, Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche. I discovered this one through pure accident. Walking through a department store, a sales guy sprayed it on a test strip. One whiff and I knew this was special. It's like someone took the concept of clean and made it irresistible. The bergamot and lemon opening is bright without being sharp. Then this creamy vanilla and sandalwood base kicks in that makes you smell like the best version of yourself. It's sophisticated enough for fancy occasions, but approachable enough for everyday wear. Girls love it because it smells familiar but not boring. Guys respect it because it's Chanel. You can't argue with that pedigree. Now we're talking about the ambitious years, 23 to 32. You're building your career, dating seriously, maybe thinking about settling down. Your fragrance game needs to match that energy. You need something that works in the office but transitions to dinner dates without missing a beat. Enter Dumont Nitro Red. This fragrance is basically liquid confidence in a bottle. My friend Alex discovered this during his first year at a marketing firm. The guy went from invisible to getting compliments from coworkers, clients, and even his boss's wife at the company party. That's the power of finding your signature scent. Nitro Red opens with this spicy kick, pink pepper, and bergamot that wake people up when you walk by. The heart is where the magic happens though. Rose and geranium sound feminine on paper, but mixed with the woody base, they create this addictive sweetness that women can't resist. It's like the perfect balance between masculine and approachable. Longevity is insane. We're talking 8 to 10 hours easy. Projection is strong for the first 4 hours, then settles into this intimate skin scent that people only smell when they get close. Perfect for professional settings where you want presence without being overwhelming. But if you want something that screams, "I've made it," without actually saying it, Hugo Boss Bottled Absolute is your answer. This fragrance taught me that sometimes the best discoveries come from the most unexpected places. I was stuck in an airport, bored out of my mind, when I wandered into a duty-free shop. One spray of this, and I immediately understood why it's considered a masterpiece. The apple and cinnamon opening feels familiar but elevated. Then comes this incredible heart of rose and frankincense that adds depth and mystery. The base is pure luxury. Sandalwood, cedar, and olive wood create this warm, embracing scent that makes you smell expensive, even when you're wearing a $20 shirt. This is where things get really interesting. 33 to 45. You're established now. You know who you are, what you want, and you're not trying to impress everyone, just the right people. Your fragrance choices should reflect that confidence. Emporio Armani, stronger with you. Sandalwood changed my perspective on what sophisticated really means. I was at a friend's wedding when the groom's father complimented my cologne. This guy was successful, well-traveled, and clearly knew his stuff. When someone like that notices your fragrance, you know you've chosen well. The opening is pure elegance. Pink pepper and cardamom create this warm, inviting first impression. But the real star is the sandalwood in the heart. It's creamy, smooth, almost meditative. Combined with sage and lavender, it creates this calming presence that makes people want to be around you. The base of cedar and amber adds just enough richness to remind everyone that you're a man who appreciates quality. Performance is steady and reliable. 6 to 8 hours with moderate projection. It's the kind of scent that people remember without being able to identify exactly what it is. Perfect for business dinners, important meetings, or romantic evenings when you want to make an impression that lasts. Now, if you really want to turn heads, let me tell you about Ex Nihilo Blue Talisman. This fragrance is pure magic, and I mean that literally. My colleague David wore this to a client presentation and landed the biggest deal of his career. Coincidence? Maybe. But I've seen this fragrance work miracles too many times to dismiss it. The opening is mysterious. Bergamot and pink pepper have this almost otherworldly quality. The heart brings in iris and rose, but not in a feminine way. More like the scent of expensive leather mixed with flower petals. The base is where Blue Talisman earns its name. Sandalwood, musk, and amber create this hypnotic trail that people remember for days. This is niche-level quality in every sense. 8-hour longevity minimum, with projection that commands respect without demanding attention. It's the kind of fragrance that makes people assume you're more successful than you might actually be. Dangerous stuff in the best possible way. When you reach 46 plus, you've earned the right to wear whatever you want. But with great power comes great responsibility. Your fragrance choices now reflect not just who you are, but who you've become. Sospiro il Padrino. It is the crown jewel of mature masculine fragrances. The name literally means the godfather in Italian, and it lives up to that reputation. I first encountered this at a high-end barbershop where the owner, a 70-year-old Italian gentleman, wore it daily. The man commanded respect just by walking into a room, and this fragrance was his secret weapon. The opening is bold, bergamot and lemon with a spicy kick that announces your presence. The heart is pure sophistication. Rose, jasmine, and lily of the valley create this complex, floral, masculine scent that only comes with experience. The base is legendary. Sandalwood, patchouli, and musk create a scent that speaks of wisdom, success, and confidence earned over decades. This fragrance lasts 12 hours easily and projects with authority for the first 6. It's not for everyone, and it shouldn't be. This is a fragrance for men who've earned their place in the world and aren't afraid to show it. But sometimes you want something equally powerful but more mysterious. That's where Swiss Arabian Incense 01 comes in. This fragrance taught me that age brings the privilege of wearing truly unique scents. Most younger guys can't pull this off. It would overwhelm them. But on a mature man, it's pure magnetism. The incense is immediate and unapologetic. Mixed with rose and spices, it creates this almost spiritual aura that makes people curious about your story. The base of oud, amber, and musk adds depth that takes years to fully appreciate. It's the kind of scent that makes people wonder about your travels, your experiences, your secrets. Super Budapest Immortals. This fragrance is like liquid sophistication with a playful twist. The aquatic opening keeps it fresh and modern, while the sweet undertones add just enough approachability to keep people intrigued. It's complex enough for a distinguished gentleman, but fun enough to remind everyone that age is just a number. Here's the shocking truth nobody tells you. Your fragrance can literally change how people perceive your age. Scientists have proven that certain scent families can make you appear up to 5 years older or younger than you actually are. Fresh, citrusy scents knock years off your perceived age. Deep, woody fragrances add maturity and gravitas. But here's the real secret. The best fragrances don't just match your age, they match your aspirations. Jean-Paul Gaultier, Le Male Elixir. Absolu is the perfect example. This fragrance bridges multiple age groups because it captures that perfect balance of youthful energy and mature sophistication. The opening is playful, mint and lavender that feel fresh and exciting, but the heart reveals the depth. Vanilla, benzoin, and honey create this addictive sweetness that mature noses appreciate. It's the kind of fragrance that makes a 30-year-old smell wise and a 50-year-old smell vital. Look, choosing the right fragrance for your life stage isn't about following rules. It's about understanding yourself and where you want to go. The teenager who wears Luna Rosa Ocean is building confidence. The ambitious professional in Nitro Red is projecting success. The distinguished gentleman in Il Padrino is celebrating achievement. Your fragrance is your invisible accessory, your silent introduction, your secret confidence booster. Choose one that matches not just where you are, but where you're heading. Because the right scent doesn't just make you smell good, it makes you unforgettable. Drop a comment and tell me, what's your signature fragrance for your current life stage? Are you wearing something that matches your age, or are you ready for an upgrade? And if you want to dive deeper into the art of fragrance layering to create your own unique scent combinations, check out my next video where I reveal the techniques the pros don't want you to know. Trust me, once you master these secrets, you'll never settle for smelling ordinary again. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, smell and feel good. Stay fragrant.